everybody doing? So, no intro today. Wanted to really take some time to talk about something kind of important for everybody who takes on a big project, whether it's musical or anything really. And that's your support, your circle of support, the people that actually support what you're doing. And if you've ever noticed anybody who's famous or accomplished something huge in their life have either a huge circle of people that are supportive, somewhat helpful, people that believe in what they're doing, or they go it alone because they've got such great amounts of drive and ambition to do it. Some people it doesn't matter. It's almost a narcissistic thing where they've got like hyper motivation, almost to a psychopathic thing. Like in business, they call people like that corporate psychopaths, where nothing else, only task at hand is all they're focused on. And it doesn't matter if people are there or not, if there's any negativity, anything like that, they can just blow right through it. And the mission ahead is what's most important. And if you're really, and it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't apply to just music. If you're really trying to accomplish something that requires a lot of work, and you've got people in your life, it doesn't necessarily have to be family, it doesn't have to be a spouse, a partner, or whatever, but if you've got problems with somebody not supporting what you're doing, it's not going to work. Um, Eventually, if you're like everybody else, I mean, we've got enough self-doubt in our lives that I think having somebody just sort of tell you you can't do something is just going to cause you to not do it or not want to do it, I guess. And, you know, that's sad. And it comes from different groups of people. It doesn't have to, like I said, be a family member. It could be an acquaintance. As long as somebody puts that seed in there that, you know what, oh, I don't really think you should try this. You're probably not going to do anything but, and this is the kind of thing that happens, and so on and so forth. And when you're fighting with somebody about something all the time, I mean, I can understand if somebody comes to you and says, I don't think you should do this, if you're going to quit your job and put yourself in like some sort of financial peril, or, do harm to yourself, um, physically it's dangerous or whatever. I can kind of understand somebody trying to step in and put common sense in there. But if you've got somebody who doesn't want you to do something just simply out of envy, or because some people just don't like to see other people get ahead. They look at somebody who's motivated and they actually start achieving their goals, and envy sets in, and then they look at themselves and go, well, you know what, I've never accomplished any of my goals. And you might be saying to yourself, like, why is this guy talking about success? He's got a little, very little YouTube channel and whatever. And you're correct. I don't know a whole lot about success, but the one thing I do know about is not being successful, I guess. And I'm not going to blame that on like, anybody but myself, but there are moments when I've had ideas and somebody's put a seed in my brain, and I've thought, okay, well, I can't do it. And and then when you're in a situation where you're just fighting with somebody all the time, you're not going to do it. I mean, I can equate it to, you're going to climb a mountain, you get to the top and you realize you got to go down the other side and climb 6 more mountains before you get close to where you want to go. So if you're going to set big goals for yourself and you're going to try to achieve them, musically, business, whatever you want to do, you want to be a writer, you want to be a painter, and you want to like really dive in and really make something of it, you have to have a good support system, and you have to have people on board, and you have to have people that are, I guess, willing to share in and understand and sort of accept your sacrifices to what you're going to do. And because when they don't, like I said, it's just one big fight, and that's a big, big unmotivating factor for a lot of people, present company included. So if you're going to take these things on, make sure you have the right people in your life. And if you don't, it's going to boil down to you saying to yourself, well, which one is worth it? Is the goal worth it, or are the people worth it? And you may need to ask yourself a lot, why are they not supporting what I'm doing? Okay, because like I said, it could be, are they unsupportive because they're afraid I'm going to ruin my entire life? Am I going to do something that's going to, cause me, health issues? Something, you can't wake up one day and decide, hey, I'm going to be a stuntman, when you've never had any training, and you're just going to, somebody's going to try to talk you out of that kind of thing, And music is very, especially this day and age, it's a very skittish industry as it is. So if you don't have the right people there, it's just going to be a fight, and you're probably not going to achieve what you're looking for. So you're better off walking away from those instances and those people, and either going it alone or finding the right people. And like I said, I know I've said before in videos that never take advice from people who aren't where you want to be, but you know what? You can also take advice from somebody who's where you don't want to be as well, and let them try to steer you in the direction to where you want to be. So that's just a little bit of life advice that I have for you today. And I hope it helps some people, because I was asked about this in an email about, what to do in that situation when somebody's not supporting you. Figure out why they're not supporting. Have that talk, communicate, and find out what their reasons for not wanting to support what you're doing are. Whether it's just trying to look out for you, or envy, or not wanting you to succeed in something because then they're afraid you're going to have something and they're going to be left with nothing. All right, guys, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. Would really, really appreciate to subscribe.